Welcome back. It has been quite a while since I've uploaded a video to Fat Thors. This is a 2003 Ford Explorer. I can just kind of show you. One good reason for doing this is it physically is in exceptional shape. It's Eddie Bauer edition. It's got the V8 with advanced track. I'm not sure what that means. And it's extremely nice inside. We got sunroof going on. It is basically immaculate. Another row of seats in the back for hauling a lot of creatures. Got you a little DVD player action going on for when that was done. You got vents in the ceiling, in back. It's just quite a good trip vehicle. There's kind of what she looks like up front. Mileage, can't remember, 150-ish. Well, what happened? Ford screwed up, is what they did. It's an overhead valve engine, 2 valves per cylinder. There's one head intact. And in their infinite wisdom, they made a interference engine, meaning if the timing gets off, if the timing chain breaks, if a valve guide breaks, a chain guide breaks, then you can go out of time, and what turned out to be the intake valves can hit the pistons. Most of the time, that results in turning your engine into a big brick. It's useless. Throw it away. It's junk. Well, this one, thank goodness, all pistons are intact. Possibly, you can see in the top of each one. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. There is, you can see it in that one the best right there. There is a tiny little anomaly. I don't know if those are always there. I don't think they're not, but that is the most of the damage. I'll inspect it further. It looks nothing more than a slight little dent. It feels nothing more than that. Certainly doesn't look like a crack. I think it would be fine. Now, it's a mess. You can see that. I'm not going to tell you it was easy pulling this thing apart. I don't think Ford thought about taking it apart when they put it together, but that is what it is. Residual parts over here, that putting it back together when I do, that'll be great fun. There's intake and camshaft on that side, and the broken valve guide. You can see the piece of it right there. That's what happened. Chain didn't break. The valve guide, I said it again, the chain guide did. Allowed the timing to be off enough for the intake valves to contact the piston. Now, those valves, all of them should be straight. What we got exhaust, intake, exhaust, intake, exhaust, intake, exhaust, intake. All the intakes are bent. Pretty stinking severely bent. Now, I'm glad they bent instead of the piston cracking. The head, I thought, was salvageable. But this little guide, which I thought was a press fit, I got to check and see, but man, it really looks like it broke off. I don't know how well you can see the end of that, but it looks pretty darn jagged. And maybe the rest actually is pressed in there. Maybe that's what I'm seeing. I just have to take a closer look. If that's the case, then I can pop out this whole thing, freeze it, and put another one back in. Freeze this, I mean, when I get a new one. We'll wait and see. I may be able to salvage the head that way. So that's where we are. I certainly didn't intend to do a Fat Thor's Garage episode. This was very short. But while I'm at it, might as well show you what's going on lately. I got a new lathe. Well, as you can tell, it's not new. This is about a 1964, I believe, from the size, how it's built. It is a gap bed lathe. It is missing the gap, which is not a big deal. I'll just make a new gap when I get a milling machine. But it's still extremely functional. That's not a problem. And it's a 5 horsepower down under there. I don't know if you can see that. I'll get it a little closer. It is a 3-phase, so I will have to be making that 3-phase generator, 3-phase converter. That'll probably be the very next Fat Thor's, but really cool machine. Also, it has a coolant system to flow. That's the tank right there, and the pump, and cool little doors to keep stuff in. It's a great little system, and made over in Britain. To me, this is their answer for our Monarch 10EE that we made for the war effort. And of course, this is my old one, the Atlas. I'm going to be selling it. If you want it, contact me on the channel. Send me an email, something like that, and
Tacoma's fixed.
we'll get that rolling. It's on eBay, by the way. So that's the end of everything. From the last things you saw with the Tacoma, I don't know what the last thing I put up was, but I did get the transmission put together back in. It ran fine, and then it started slipping. I should have rebuilt the entire thing because it did have, like I said, 300,000 miles on it. It just started slipping. It wasn't worth it. So after all that, basically ordered a a completely rebuilt transmission. I forget the name of the company. I will put their name on when I remember it. And it's running dandy, not a problem. I think I have to clean a mass airflow sensor, but that's about it. So I don't know if I'm going to upload much more about this project. Probably, once I figure out the head situation, I'll probably fix it, hopefully, or get another one, and then put it back together. Not that big a deal. So I guess see y'all later. I would like for the next project to be making that 3-phase generator or 3-phase converter. The motors I'll be using, motor, really. I intend to use the red one there. All of these are 3-phase. The red one is I don't remember, 8 horse, I think. The others are 5 horse. I would rather use the largest I have. The gold and the red are both Baldor. They seem to be in really good shape. So the only thing that might be bad is bearings. If that's the case, I'll deal with that. We will, I guess, see you later about whatever we're doing at that time. Appreciate it. Bye.